What if the one you've been waiting for all these years died the night they promised to come back? He waited for her every night under the same streetlight, same corner, same time, same flickering bulb that hummed above his head like it remembered him too. People passed by, glancing at him, wondering why a man in a worn leather jacket stood there night after night, his hands tucked deep into his pockets, eyes fixed down the road. They didn't know. They couldn't. The street was quiet, somewhere in a small American town that had lost its shine after the mill closed. Old pickup trucks rolled slow through the intersection. The neon diner sign across the street still buzzed red and blue, and the air always smelled faintly like rain and gasoline. Every night at 9:13 sharp, he looked up the road, and every night, nothing. But he stayed. Because 5 years ago, under that same light, she told him she'd come back, and he believed her. For a moment, there was nothing. No sound, no light, just the whisper of wind sliding down the empty street. He froze, heart pounding so loud it felt like the only thing alive. Then, a faint click, and the streetlight came back to life. But she was gone. He spun around, searching the shadows, his breath shaking in the cold air. The road stretched out in both directions, silent, endless, empty. "Emily," his voice broke. No answer. He stepped forward, scanning the sidewalk, the cracks, the spot where she just stood. Nothing. Then he saw it, a faint imprint in the thin layer of dust on the curb. Small, bare footprints, leading away. He followed them slowly, his hands trembling, the night air pressing heavy against his chest. The prints stopped a few feet later, right under the next streetlight, and beside them, half hidden in the dark, lay something small and silver. He knelt down and picked it up. It was her locket, the one he'd given her before she left. The clasp was broken, the metal cold as ice. He opened it with shaking fingers. Inside, the photo of them was still there, but the side where her face used to be was empty. Just a dark, faded outline. He stared at it, trying to make sense of what he was seeing. Then he heard it, a faint hum behind him, soft, familiar. The streetlight above flickered again, and through the glow he saw her reflection appear in the diner window across the street. She was standing inside, looking out at him. Same face, same eyes, but this time, she wasn't smiling. He stepped closer to the window, heart hammering. The diner was dark, closed, no one inside. Yet her reflection stayed, watching him. Then her lips moved, slowly, clearly, and he could read the words, "I kept my promise." The reflection blinked once and vanished. The diner lights flickered on. Music started playing from the old jukebox inside, that same song they danced to the night before she left. He stumbled back, the locket still in his hand, and looked up at the streetlight. It buzzed again, and in the soft glow beneath it, her shadow appeared, standing exactly where she used to stand, waiting, like she'd never left. He stood frozen, staring at the shadow beneath the humming streetlight. It didn't move, didn't waver, just stood there, still and patient the way she used to. He stepped a closer, then another, each one slower than the last, as if the air between them had turned thick. When he reached the light, the shadow shifted, tilting its head, mirroring him. "Emily," he whispered again, but this time his voice cracked. There was something different about the air now. It felt charged, like a storm about to break. The jukebox from across the street kept playing, soft, distant, that same slow tune echoing through the night. Then, a voice, soft, right beside him. I waited, too. He turned sharply. She was standing there again, closer than before. Close enough that he could see the faint shimmer of tears in her eyes, if they were still eyes. What happened to you?" he asked, his words barely more than a breath. Her face softened, sad and gentle. "I tried to come back," she said. "But the road, it didn't end." He frowned, confused. "What do you mean, it didn't end?" She smiled faintly, like someone remembering a dream they can't quite hold on to. "I walked and walked, and every turn brought me back to the same street, the same light, but you weren't there." His breath caught. "I was here," he said. "Every night. I never left." Her expression flickered, pain shadowing her voice. "Not that year." He stepped back, the realization slowly unraveling inside him. "What year?" She didn't answer, just looked down at the locket in his hand. "You still have it," she whispered. He opened his palm. "It's all I had left." For a long moment, neither spoke. The light above them buzzed, the hum filling the silence like a heartbeat. Then she reached out again, her fingers brushing his, colder now, almost see-through. And for a fleeting second, he felt warmth, real warmth, like her hand was alive again. He held on, desperate, not wanting to lose that feeling. "Emily," he said, voice trembling, "what are you trying to tell me?" Her lips trembled. Tears, if they were tears, slid down her pale cheek. "You weren't supposed to wait," she whispered. "You were supposed to follow." The light above them flickered violently, casting the street in quick flashes, bright, dark, until everything around them began to blur. The wind picked up, carrying faint whispers like echoes of their old laughter trapped in the night air. He looked into her eyes once last time, and in that brief moment, he saw it, the reflection of himself standing under the streetlight, but this time, he wasn't alone. The wind quieted. The hum of the streetlight faded into a low, steady silence. And for the first time in years, the night didn't feel empty. He stood there, still holding her hand, and realized the street around them had changed. The diner was gone, the gas station too. All that remained was the road, stretching endlessly beneath a sky dusted with faint, cold stars. She looked at him, her face calm now. No more trembling, no more tears. "This is where I stopped," she said softly. "The night I tried to come back." He swallowed hard. "The accident?" She nodded once. "I never made it past the bridge." The words hit him like a slow breaking wave. Not sharp, not loud, but final. He closed his eyes. The image of flashing lights, the rain that night, the call he never got, all of it came rushing back. When he opened his eyes again, she was still there, still watching him, still waiting. Then, "Why now?" he asked quietly. "Why come back after all this time?" "Because you never stopped waiting," she whispered. "And I never did." The light above them flickered once more, not broken this time, but brighter, warmer. He felt her hand in his again, not cold, not fading, just right. And in that moment, he understood. The waiting was never about the return. It was about the promise. The kind that holds two souls in the same place until one of them lets go. She smiled softly. "Come with me," she said. Her voice was like the wind, gentle, familiar, endless. He looked once more at the streetlight, at the empty road that had been his world for so long, then back at her. And for the first time in years, he didn't feel the weight of the night. He just felt peace. He took her hand. The light above them flared bright, white, blinding, almost heavenly, and then slowly dimmed, leaving the corner silent again. When morning came, the old streetlight still buzzed faintly, casting its glow across the cracked pavement. But the man who had waited there for so many nights was gone. All that remained was a single silver locket lying open beneath the light. 2 faces inside, finally together again.